More Corsairs bravely trying to defend, and he's got crossbows out though. And those crossbows are just going to rip into these Corsairs. A really good idea to build those. And just bringing Wildman in, going to try to kill the Tavern. Level 3 Tavern. In this position I might even just skip the Tavern for now and just take out the Slaughterhouse. Because again, this is getting inside the fort range and you're attacking a building that's way strong and you're not going to be able to kill without a whole bunch of losses. So I disagree with this, but he's the one playing, not me. Yeah, so it looks like we're seeing Isengard finally expand. And hopefully we'll see a builder come down this way, but I think he's still down on to one builder because he lost that one at the beginning. And let's just respawn from dying earlier. And yeah, these pikemen are really what's making the difference here, not so much the wildmen. The wildmen are kind of nice because they're stealing these resources from Mordor. I mean, you see his resource count. It's just dropped to nothing and it's not going up because as fast as he's gaining money, he's losing it again. But there go the wildmen. And Mordor's officially down to his fort and slaughterhouse, so he's pretty much done. And so yeah, just a quick game, kind of showing a really aggressive Mordor play. And honestly, he could have had that if he'd microed right, but he needed to just hold back and not engage, and just keep dancing around the fort because he didn't have a critical mass of Corsairs. I mean, one horde of Corsairs facing a whole, like 3 or 4 hordes of other units just isn't going to work, no matter whether they have forged blades or not. So you figure that if Mordor takes the time to get 2 or 3 more hordes of Corsairs, you'll figure Isengard will probably build maybe 3 or 4 more units in that time. But because the Corsairs will be upgraded, then it'll kind of level the playing field there. So it's kind of hard to explain the math behind that, but basically if it sits back and just really focuses on building up more of an army with that, then I think he would have done better. Also, that would have been able to kill the pikes a little bit easier and really just force Isengard to get a really big surround on him. And when someone's forced to get a huge surround just to kill your army, that's when the Nazgul will become really powerful. Looks like Leitz is just gonna come in here and be a hero. Oh, duh, he's a hero. Ha ha ha. But yeah, just taking all the damage for that. And you're not gonna kill a level 4 Leitz just with your fort unless he literally stays there the entire time. Isengard not clumping particularly well. Again, just click on the far side of a building and make them run along the edge of it. And then once they're all clumped around the edge of it, then you click on the building. But, and again, he doesn't need to. So yeah, I would say this is kind of a misplay by Mordor, and he more lost the game than Isengard winning it. But yeah, a really fun replay, just to kind of see Mordor going for that early of Corsairs. And also, I think those Easterlings at the beginning of the game kind of hurt him. Because, I mean, why build 2 pikes at the beginning of the game? There's not going to be a cavalry rush. Unless your opponent's really daring. But I don't think he would have needed to expect that. And so, yeah, that's my replay for the day. Sorry I haven't posted in a while, but I've been having some microphone issues. And I think before I end this, I'm actually going to show you the start of another game, just as a little bonus thing, because it was kind of a cool start, just to show how to open as goblins versus goblins. And so yeah, I'll be back in a sec with that. Hey guys, thanks for staying with me. This is still Radagast the Third, and today it is going to be just a little quick clip. This game actually ended in a DC, which is why I'm not going to show you the entire game. Actually out of sync, I think. But anyways, it would have been me, Rada3 in the bottom left, and Bewaker001, one of my friends who I've been playing online with via MSN and such like, versus Negre and Adam with 3 capital letters and a small a. That A just kind of got left behind, I guess. And so, interesting stuff. Both of the Goblins players, I'm only going to focus on the left side of the map, because that's what I wanted to show you. We both started off with double tunnel. We'll notice that I was a little quicker off the mark to get my tunnel up. Both of my tunnels up, so I'm actually ahead of him. My Goblin Cave's at like 60%, his is at 50. And then I come down here and I start a second Goblin Cave, so let's watch his builder. And he's thinking about it, thinking about it, thinking about it. Not doing anything. And right now, yeah, really sloppy play. I mean, this is what kills you in the opening. Just not doing things as soon as you can do them. I mean, he had a builder sitting there, and he waited for it to get up to, what would that have been, 515 resources or something. No, that would have been, wait a minute, it was 400 and he had 150, so that, I forget the math, but once he had built it, he still had 150 left over. So, he's just killing himself right then and there by being slow on building the Goblin Cave. So yeah, so important, just really be fast at the beginning of the game. And so he's queuing up a few goblins there, a few goblins there, and I've already got one horde out. And let's watch and see what I'm doing. I'm really low on resources, keeping that counter way the heck down. I'm already up to my 4th tunnel, and he's just starting his 3rd. So yeah, this is just showing you what a difference it makes when you really, really, really master the opening of this game. You notice that this is actually his builder. He came up here for a tower steal, but I was thankfully able to get it to it fast enough. And I think I saw his builder, but I'm just kind of like, okay, I'm not going to really press that right now. I'm just going to consolidate my army, get 2 goblin hordes together, and then I'll be able to do stuff. I've got a 3rd horde up there, can't count, and that's coming over here, and now I see this. So what happens is I see, okay, I've got this horde, they just spawn, and I'm going to bring it up here, and I've got this horde, and he's going to flank it here. Perfect flank. Then I've got the 2 from the middle, or is that 1 from the middle, I forget. Yeah, I think it was 2 from the middle, and they come in from here and from here, and then I get a perfect surround on the 2nd reinforcement as it came up, and there you have it. That is what getting a really good jump in the opening will get you. I'm 4 hordes right now to 1 horde. I've got 4 tunnels plus an outpost to his 3 tunnels, and he's actually got a fissure up. And so yeah, I'm not going to show you the rest of this because it was out of sync, but just really, really, you need to learn how to master the opening. I mean, it's simple. You take your first builder, you hit B for your first builder, you give it a move command to get it near the tunnel you want to build. You take your second builder, you get a move command to where you want it to build. Then you go back to your first builder, you actually tell it where you want to build the building, and you like set that location, and you have it build it. You go to your second builder, you tell it where to build that, and there you are. Really, really not hard to do. But apparently this guy didn't have it mastered, and then as soon as the builders are done, you send them immediately to go build their second structure, which in that case was a goblin cave. You have your second builder ready to build the 4th structure, whatever that's going to be, and just be fast in the opening. So that's my rant for today on openings, and I might even be posting a first-person replay of that just to show you. I've also had a request to show how to counter replay where the dwarves did a forward barracks rush and the elves countered it. If someone wants to send me a replay of them doing that, I would definitely cast that, or I might be playing one of those myself. Yeah, we'll see. So yeah, send your replays right at yahoo.com, add me on X, Y, MSN, yada 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 yada. I'll stop advertising and have a great day. And yeah, don't get tempted by weird guys that wave rings in your faces, I guess. Okay, goodbye.